test is about to begin. Alex Tagliani will lead him from the pole position. The first Canadian ever on the pole. Next to him, Scott Dixon.
Pace car with A.J. Foyt in tow comes around turn number 4. Cars are already beginning to pick up speed as they come down the front straightaway. Ladies and gentlemen, the 100th anniversary edition of the Indianapolis 500 is green.
The race is underway. Scott Dixon has the lead in turn number 1.
We've got yellow for the first time. And Takuma Sato from Japan has hit the wall and has brought out our first caution. Will Power, the 12 car, has no left rear tire. Tagliani wins the Sunoco Pace race off pit road, but this is the story right now.
We talked about the pressure not only in the drivers but also on the crew. You have to have all those stops perfectly. The wheel does not get on right. The serviceman is actually waving his hand.
We're getting ready for history here. Our first double foul restart. The green flag flies. Here we go. Will it work as they head towards turn number 1? And he'll take the lead. So Scott Dixon back out in front. Tagliani second. Oh, look out, car into the wall. E.J. Vizo is into the wall hard.
So that was our first double file restart.
And we almost made it.
No room.
Can't do 3 wide going into 1.
And it's not the last lap of the race. The first restart. Quite frankly, we should know better. Listen to Briscoe, gets off the throttle. He sees it transpiring in front of him.
How about Marco? Oh, that is close.
Look at this, the pass for the position. Here goes Dario Franchitti going into second. So now it is Chip Ganassi Racing running 1-2. Tagliani under attack. Wheldon, the man who won this race back in 2005, moves into the 3rd position. So our pole sitter is now back to 4th.
We have trouble on the racetrack, guys.
Jay Howard has crashed, bringing out our 3rd caution here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Dixon dives down the inside, takes that draft away, Eddie, and gets a great run going down there and times it perfectly.
In 6th spot is our best running rookie, and that is J.R. Hildebrand, as he is a total 5.7 seconds behind the race lead. Oh, in trouble. We have contact into the wall. The 06 of the rookie, James Hinchcliffe. He has tagged the wall at the halfway mark.
Everybody's talking about this 98 car right now, saying how strong he is. You see the change on the wing in the front, just 1 round, 4 tires, they filled it up.
Oh, what a great race so far for J.R. Hildebrand. He can't say he's led under green flag conditions too much, except for that last lap, because everybody's doing pit stop. Now he comes in. They've been very happy with where it was running. Early on, it was loose at the top end of the fuel stint. As it would go, it would get better. They've been telling him that he's been running with the leaders and to stay with it.
Trouble, crash. The yellow is out. It's the 77 of Alex Tagliani, and the dream of Sam Schmidt Motorsports is over. Heartbreak for Tags and for that man right there, Sam Schmidt.
Oh, Dixon got hung out because the car in front of him was slow. He's now back in the mix and trying to defend.
And there goes Franchitti.
Down on the apron, this isn't going to work. Somebody's going to have to back up and take the warm-up lane.
I have never, ever seen that be done.
And now our 6th caution.
And we had just seen Townsend Bell in the 99 be very aggressive on that restart.
Wheel is off. Ryan Briscoe.
Now on the outside, Townsend Bell driving down towards the center of the turn, towards the apex, really trying to drive it down there just a bit too much, and ends up getting locked in with the 6th car of Ryan Briscoe, and Ryan Briscoe really was just unfortunately taken out in that scenario.
And all the other cars were watching the 10 to see if he would pit, and they wanted to come as well. They're going to fill it as full as they can get it. Remember, they ran out of fuel on their qualifying lap last week. It's key to get it filled up here. They're still going to be a couple laps short.
And there goes Dan Wheldon underneath Tony Kanaan. Dan Wheldon has got his foot on the peg right now, trying to make up some time.
Here comes Scott Dixon. He peels off from the race lead. Danica Patrick, remember, she made her pit stop back on lap 159. She is still going to have to stop. Vince, what do you got on the fuel situation?
Danica Patrick is about 4 to 5 laps shy on fuel. She cannot make it to the end, certainly under green conditions, but she is out front, and they're trying to get her to push as far as she can to build as much of a lead as she can.
It's going to happen right about here.
Going for the lead, Bertrand Baguette with 12 laps remaining, and we have our 10th different leader, our 22nd lead change.
A race car driver from Belgium.
He is out in front of Danica Patrick by 0.7 of a second, and Danica has brought it into pit lane. Hildebrand has just gotten around Dario Franchitti while we focused here our action on our race leader. So now J.R. Hildebrand, who stopped at the same time with Dario, is in second place. The rookie could inherit the lead. Here comes Baguette. Baguette is coming down pit road. There'll be 3 laps to go this time by, and J.R. Hildebrand is going to have the race lead in a nip-and-tuck battle. Right behind him is Dario Franchitti. Here they come down the front stretch.
And he just did a 2:09, so it looks like he's in fuel conservation mode also.
Here comes J.R. Hildebrand. This time by, the white flag is in hand. 2.5 miles.
Keep going.
The 23-year-old from Sausalito, California. Listen to the crowd cheer him on.
And how fitting for the National Guard car to win if he can indeed do that. Has he got enough fuel to make it to the end?
Half a lap. He's got half a lap to go, and he's the Indy 500 champion.
Panther Racing, oh so good. They finished second here, twice here. They come again through the final 2 corners. J.R. Hildebrand.
Careful of traffic.
He's got to get around the lap. Traffic. 100 years
running
ago.
out of fuel.
No! He hit the wall!
Oh,
just like
my
Thomas
goodness.
Schenker!
Keep
Just
their
like
foot on the gas.
Dan Wheldon is going to win the race!
That is unbelievable. Oh my goodness.
Weldon, after finishing second the last 2 years, wins when J.R. Hildebrand hits the wall coming out of 4.
What a tremendous finish. What a drive for Wheldon.
Let's go back and show you what happened.
We talked about being outside the groove, up in the gray. An experienced driver would have just throttled back a little bit and turned around and just got off the gas. As you watch Dan Wheldon start to drive by. Look at this.
That's just 2 feet in the wrong place.
Oh.
And it's been happening all day long. He almost won it with 3 wheels.
Can you imagine the feeling that young rookie has?
Dan Wheldon is your winner of the 2011 Indianapolis 500, the centennial anniversary victory, getting a hug from his wife, Susie.
You know, I was just trying to go as hard as I could. I knew it was the last lap, and they said that a lot of those guys were struggling on fuel, and I just kept pushing. You know, I just want to say thank you, obviously, to my wife for the support through being a part-timer right now. So it's a fantastic achievement to the fans for being here.
Why did this make number 5? Why was it one of your choices?
I had 2011 on my list, and I think you have to because of the memorable finish. Part of the centennial celebration, the 100th anniversary of the first Indianapolis 500. So there was even more pomp and circumstance. It had an even more electric feeling, if that's possible, for the Indianapolis 500. That was back in an era where it was difficult to pass. So you had fuel saving come into play, but just a storyline at the very end. You had a rookie with a chance, an unheralded rookie, who had never finished better than 10th in an IndyCar race. He had a chance, J.R. Hildebrand, to win the Indianapolis 500, and then seemingly threw it all away, and you had a one-off come and win the race for the second time in Dan Wheldon. I just have sad feelings when I think about Dan Wheldon's last win. There's no reason for that because it's something that his family cherishes, and it wasn't going to change anything that happened after that fact. But I enjoy watching other previous 500s more, but it's still super high on the list because of the accomplishments.
That's it, folks. That's number 5 on the top 10 countdown list of the best Indy 500s of all time. We'll continue our countdown. And of course, this all leads up to the 107th running of the Indianapolis 500, the greatest spectacle in racing. And you'll see it exclusively, of course, on NBC and Peacock, May 28th. Hi, folks. Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.